Hi, it's Jelani from Cartfuel, and in this short video, I'm going to explain to you how you can create a payment form inside of Cartfuel. So what you're going to do is click on New Payment Form in the top navigation, and then from there, you'll be able to see the different steps inside of the payment form creation step. So step one is where you would add your products. So in this case, I'm going to select Stripe as my payment gateway. I have my Stripe account connected, and I'm going to give my payment form a name. So in this case, let's say that I'm going to sell a PDF. So I'm going to type in a PDF here. Then I'm going to click on add product, and from here I can give my product a name. So let's say that I'm selling a PDF on selling ebooks. Perfect. Now I can set the price. So let's say that that ebook is $10, and I can also set a statement descriptor. The statement descriptor will appear on your billing, so make sure that you don't put anything too crazy there. So let's say ebook PDF. Perfect. And then down here you can select different things. So you can add a quantity field if you want to sell multiple of a product. If you have a stock, so if you only have a set amount of a product, you can do that. You can charge taxes. You can make the product uncheckable, which is a really nice feature. You can check it by default or uncheck it by default. You can add product images, add variants, and you can also edit the product subheadline text. In this case, we're going to keep it really simple and just do this. You can also change the billing frequency. So if you wanted to do a subscription, a membership, something like that, you can definitely select recurring and then select the interval of what you want the customer to be billed. In this case, I'm just going to click on one time and I'm going to click on update. Perfect. Now I have my product. Now down here, you can add different things, like you can change the currency, you can charge additional fees, maybe you have a service fee, you can add a countdown timer, you can add a phone number field. If you have HubSpot connected, you can use our HubSpot form feature. You can add shipping fields, add coupons, add order bumps, and also add donations. So there's a lot that you can do here, but to keep things simple, I'm just going to keep this one product. If you want to add a second product, all you have to do is click on add product, and you can do that process again. One thing to note is that throughout the platform, you'll see that we have view documentation links. Throughout every step, if you're even adding, let's say, for example, something like an order bump, you can even see the view documentation links there. We really want to help you get to the point where you can sell as quick as possible. That way you don't really have to reach out to support. You don't have to wait for anything. All you have to do is just view the documentation if you have any questions, and it will help you get settled. So let's click on next. The next step is how to customize your product. So do you want to change the font of your payment form? You can do that. There's tons of fonts that you can choose from. I really like Enter, so I'm just going to click on Enter. You can also change the form style. So if you want to use a two-step order form, you could do so. And you can see here on the right-hand side, you'll get a preview of how your payment form will appear. In this case, I'm going to keep it classic. You can also change the default field language. So you can choose between English, French, Spanish, Russian. In this case, I'm going to keep it English. Outside of the layout edits, you can also change the header, the placeholder, the buttons, and the URL. So in the header, you can change this right here to say whatever you want. So maybe you say complete payment instead of complete checkout. You can also change the colors as well. And you can also make sure that the full name is split. So let's say that you wanted to collect the first and last name rather than just the full name. You can do so as well. And my favorite part is changing the button, because the button is the call to action. It's how people actually purchase your product. So what you can do here is just change that button text to say whatever you want. So let's say complete payment. Perfect. Let's change the color as well. Yeah, I like that green. Cool. Now let's go and change the button size and the button radius. Perfect. In the URL tab, you can actually enter your terms of service URL and your privacy policy URL, which will be helpful if you have a product that doesn't take refunds or anything like that. Make sure that you have your terms here, and it'll appear down here. Cool. Let's go to next. The next step is step 3, where you can actually add upsells, one-click upsells, which is really cool. What you can do is basically sell more product to your customers without having them re-enter their credit card information. And now this is a really important feature because a lot of our customers use this to increase their average cart value. So what you can do is basically redirect them to whatever page you want. And then once you have that redirection set, you can toggle upsell product page and set up a one-click upsell. In this case, I'm not going to do that. I want to keep this as simple as possible. You want to click on view documentation though. If you ever wanted to add an upsell, you can absolutely see how that's done just right there. Perfect. Let's go to step 4. Step 4, you can add different integrations like Kajabi, Rewardful, ActiveCampaign, Klaviyo, SendFox, and we automatically connect with HubSpot if you connect your HubSpot account. And you can do that for the main products in step 1 and also the upsell products. so that you can add those customers to different lists or different automations in your CRM, for example. Perfect. Let's go to the next step. Step 5 is where you can actually add emails. So you can send an email after main product purchase. You can send an email after upsell 1, upsell 2, or order bump. So if you wanted to, you can definitely send emails from Cartfuel, and you can also add downloadables inside of those emails as well. But if you want to use something like ActiveCampaign, HubSpot, etc., you can do so by step 4, which is the integrations, right? You can literally add them to the buyers list or the non-buyers list, and then send out those emails from those platforms. And then step 6, we actually give you the option to use customized templates. So if you don't want to embed Cartfuel on your website, what you can do is you can use our templates, and you can edit them right inside of Cartfuel. And then once you're done, you can actually send that link to your customers. And I'll show you what that looks like in a second. So once you're done, all you have to do is click on save. And then you'll see this little pop-up. And again, if you ever get stuck, just click on the view documentation link and you'll be able to see how it's done. But in this case, all you need to do is just find where you're going to paste this embed. Cartfuel works by pasting this code that you see here. You don't have to know how to code or anything like that. All you have to do is click on it. It'll copy it for you, and then you can embed that on your website. So if you have Webflow, WordPress, HubSpot, Squarespace, Lead Pages, no matter what you're using, you'll be able to embed these on your website and start taking payments. So what that would look like is all you have to do is copy. And in this case, I'm going to use Webflow, but this is the same process no matter what you're using. So you can click on paste, copy that, and then paste that, and click on save. And now if I publish this page, our payment form will be on our website, which is awesome because you don't have to know how to code. You literally just embed it and you're able to start accepting payments. Quick and simple. So this is what it will look like on your actual website. Here we go. We have our PDF, how to sell ebooks, $10. They can enter their full name, enter the email, enter their card information, and then complete the payment. Simple as that. But again, if you have any questions, make sure you reach out to our support at support@cartfuel.io, and make sure you click those documentation links. They will help you save a lot of time because we take time to empower our users by putting up these knowledge bases for you to learn from. But again, if you have any questions, reach out to us through our support@cartfuel.io, or hit the little chat icon in the bottom of your application, and we'll get you all sorted. But I wanted to show you how that was done quick and simple, less than 10 minutes. You can start taking payments on your website.